Hello antique fans, and welcome to my channel for another antique related video. This is Deanna from Vintage Touch Antiques, and I've had a lot of things juggling this summer, various things in my life, so I've had a little bit of a problem getting videos up, so I want to quickly get this one up for you. It's just a few items that's going in the week of August 10, 2015, but I will be adding some things to this video, so it will be one of the extended videos. So without any further ado, I do want to say before I begin, though, that I am a dealer, and I sell from the antique mall called Antique Crossroads, and that's located in Hagerstown, Maryland. You'll find the Vintage Touch booth. It's a double-space booth on the left side of the mall, third row. Please just look for the big Vintage Touch sign that hangs over my space, and I hope you'll be able to visit soon. It's a mall that's open from 9 to 5, 7 days a week. So without any further ado, let me get right into these few items because I want to share what is going in. On this side, this is just a fiberglass vintage tailor's tape, and people like these flexible vintage tapes. They do a lot of things with them, but they're also obviously good for what their purpose was intended. And this is a 60-inch one, and it's just going in with my sewing display for $3. This is a wonderful piece, and one of the things that I wanted to be sure to show you this week so that I didn't miss it in the video. This is a 19th century tea caddy, and you can see that it has a beautiful decorative painted surface is what I'm going to call it. It has lovely curved edges there on the lid. It has a working key. You can see the key there in the lock. The inside is all tin. It's an all tin piece. And it's got beautiful, it's a little footed piece. They see the feet. And this piece is going in the shop. I think it's a wonderful piece, and it's going in the shop for $32. To the back here, this is something that's always popular, these little drawer units, and this is an all tin. I touch it here and you can hear that it's all tin. Little 4-drawer unit. It measures 6 by 6 by 8 1/4. Turn it around here to the side so you can see the depth. Great little piece to use for a variety of things. It would make a great one, piece to use for sewing collectibles or just little tools or bolts or nuts or things like that. Anyway, this one is going into the shop for $28, as I said. Here's a beautiful little satin glass talc bottle. This is an early one. It has the little dispense top that, let's see here, you can see that it kind of goes back and forth. It's hard to do with one hand. It has a lovely raised label there. It's a French bottle. It's a French name, so I can't really pronounce what that says, but it's kind of a raised metallic type of label. And that talc bottle will be going into the shop for $9. And another piece that will be going on the vanity in the Victorian ladies section is this silver-plated top vanity box that has a mirrored effect. You can see there. Well, it's a mirror on the lid, and it's all glass on the bottom. And this vanity trinket box or pin holder or whatever you want to use it for will be going into the shop for $9. And those are the first pieces that I want to show you. Like I said, I will be adding to this video, so stay tuned for more. Have a wonderful day, and thanks. In addition to the items that you just saw, I will also be delivering to the Vintage Touch Antique booth during the week of August 10, 2015, my antique back-to-school display. I've got, as you can see, a number of items pulled out here that will go into that display. And beginning here in the front, I will anchor the display with this charming little antique school desk. This is a smaller sized desk which would work really well in any home. It has a unique feature of the drop-down desktop, which you don't see often. This is a Victor number 6 antique school desk that is dated 1895. And this piece will be going into the shop for $89. You can do so much with these little desks. You can display your antique school display items, or antique school collectibles, I should say, on the back there, and you can put like dolls and bears or whatever on the seat. And if you didn't have the space to have the back out, you could just lower it and tuck this little seat right up against wherever you wanted to put it. Also that will be going in are a number of old photographs that are children from the 19th century, early 20th century school photos. They are usually adorable little group photos. You can see that one there with them in their high-top shoes and their cute little clothes. This one's a little faded. It's $9, but you can still see it well. You can't see it very well with the camera probably, but you can see it better in real life. This photograph, if I can get it here, shoot. It's from Mount Airy School, it says, on the back of the photo, a 1903 photo. And that one will be going in for $13. Also, pencil boxes are well used and loved by children in school, even back in the day. And this is the type that just works like a puzzle with the way it moves and closes with the slide top. This one will be $18, and this smaller one will be $15. Here's one that's like a homemade version with the hinged lid, a nice little narrow but deep little wood box that was probably used for pencils, and this one will be going in for $10. Something that was probably often seen in the antique school rooms, maybe out by the well where they would get a drink, I don't know, but are these tin cups. So I always include one of those in my school display, and that one is $5. Here is a nice Robertson Mech, I should say. It's a crayon box. It has most of its original label there. It's a nice old piece with a slide top, and it's going in for $12.50. I'll be putting in this old teacher's brass desk bell. That one will go in for $32. I always like to add a flag, and these 48 star flags are really nice to add to your antique displays. This one has a few little holes, but that just makes it all the more charming with all of its age and where it's been and its history. And this is probably going in for around $12 to $14. I don't have the price tag on that piece yet. I've got it sitting there in a wood spool, but the spool would not be included. The 48 star flag served the American country from 1912 to 1959. And so some of these old 48 star flags are now becoming 100 years old. School slates will be added. Here's an antique one that has the wrapped edge with the cotton wrapped edge, and it will also be put in with a slate pencil, and that combination will go in for $28. I will be adding some old school books, and I price these according to what they are and the dates and so forth, and most of these are 19th century. There's one there that's got a copyright 1917. The others are all 1800 school books, and they go in for $7 to about $13, usually in that $9–10 range. I'll be adding an old composition book for just a few dollars, and other slates that are not quite as old as that first one I showed you, but still charming for your school display. The larger one there will be going in for $12, and this one for $9. I'll also add a framed 48 star flag. It's a parade flag that's been framed, and it makes for a charming way to add a little bit of Americana to your displays. And of course, a print of the first President of the United States, George Washington, is always a great piece to add to your school displays. And this one is in a primitive flat style frame, and it measures 11 by 14, and it'll be going in for $25. and that framed flag will be going in for $29. I'll move around on this side so you can see the vintage globe that I'll be putting in. This is an old globe, and again, just adds that school touch to your display, and it's a 10.5-inch globe, George F. Cram Company, going in for $29. So those are the items that will start out in my school display. I hope you'll stop by and check us out. You'll find the Vintage Touch Antique booth, a double-spaced booth, in the third row of the Antique Crossroads shop in Hagerstown, Maryland. On the left, third row on the left, please just look for the sign that says Vintage Touch above my space. And this grouping will be mostly on the corner, one of my corners in my booth, and that early slate may have to go into the showcase because of the slate pencil there that will be with it. So I hope you stop by and see us soon, and if you can't find it, just ask for the Vintage Touch Antique booth. They'll direct you to it. The Antique Crossroads Mall is open from 9 to 5, 7 days a week, and it's an all one-level, well-lighted mall. You'll have a wonderful time coming to. It's a large mall, and you'll have a wonderful time and a great treasure hunt if you put that into your schedule as a trip. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. If you haven't subscribed, I would just love for you to subscribe to my channel. And of course, if you have any comments or you would be interested in any of these pieces, just give me a message. I can always transfer them to my online store where they can be purchased there. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.